Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're decluttering some skincare. Honestly, I've accumulated so much surplus skincare in the last 12 months. And I think there's something incredibly cathartic about just sitting down and working out what you want to keep for your skincare routine, and honestly, what surplus to requirements that you can either gift away or recycle. That's kind of what I'm doing today, a bit of a spring clean and clear out. I want to take you along on this journey, and I'm going to be explaining to you the reasons why I'm letting some products go and my individual experiences with them. So, sit back, relax, let's declutter some skincare. Now, you guys always read me to filth for having the longest possible introductions, and guys, I'm doing my best to streamline and bring everything in. So, I say, without further ado, shall we just cut the waffle and get straight into some decluttering? I always start with sunscreens. I'm not the best when it comes to expiration dates. You know what? We should all be a little bit more on top of that and make sure that we're not using products past their prime. However, I'm just not that organised. The one exception I always make is with sunscreens, because after that expiration date, you might not be getting the SPF value you think you're getting from that product. So it's a little bit of something to be aware of. So the first two products that I'm going to be decluttering are these two, the Skinners Sun Gels. These holy grails. I'm going to be repurchasing them, so I continue to have them in the collection. I opened these like 12 months ago, and honestly, after that point, I don't feel like maybe they're not performing at their peak protection. This is something I do like once a year, throw out the old sunscreens and buy back in the ones I think I want to take forward in the next 12 months. This is the case with these two. They do an SPF of 50 and they do an SPF of 30. The 30 is like my daily go-to. It's a little bit more lightweight on the skin, whereas the SPF 50 is like super heavy duty. Both are verified, a tried and tested protection, so you know exactly what you're getting. And they're formulated with shea butter, which I love because it hydrates and nourishes the skin alongside offering that sun protection. These are like game changing, and when I discovered them like 2 years ago, honestly, I've never been without them. I always think it's like good practice, like I say, to really keep a keen eye on the expiration dates of your sunscreens, and that's why I'm letting these two go. I've used up most of the 30 and there's only a little bit of the 50 left, but I'll be repurchasing them because honestly, I know I'll be reaching for them this summer. Some other sunscreens that I'm letting go for different reasons are these. So first and foremost, this is the Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen. This just didn't work for me. I know a lot of people out there really love this. This is the new formulated one after the discontinued Purito sunscreens that honestly were my holy grail. I love those. This just didn't gel well with my skin. I just think, it left a little bit of a sheen, a bit of an ashiness, almost like a funny hue to the skin. A lot of people have said actually it blends beautifully for them. So I think this is going to be like a situational product. It's a hybrid sunscreen, so I think it'll work better with people with a lighter skin tone rather than those with deeper, darker and richer skin tones. But honestly, I think it's a bit of trial and error, and that's always going to be the case with sunscreens. I'm going to give this away to a friend who I think it might work quite well for. I think it's better for people with a drier skin type than like those like myself that have super oily, acne prone skin, and hopefully it'll work well for her so there's no waste here. The same goes for these two sunscreens. This is the Avocado Moisture Sunscreen by Bellflower, and this is the Dr. Sam Flawless Daily Sunscreen. Both of these are absolutely amazing, but I found myself reaching for the beauty of Joseon sunscreen as my like daily go-to alongside the Skinners, and so I'm not using these up. I hate waste, and I would never want to see these go out of date because honestly, they're beautiful sunscreens. So I'm going to give these away to friends and family so that they can capitalize on when they're still at tip-top performance, because both of these are game-changingly good sunscreens. I'd say the Dr. Sam one, great if you want a mineral sunscreen that gives just give a light white cast, particularly on darker skin tones, but for most people, actually, it's pretty invisible. It gives a really nice level of guaranteed protection. The Bellflower one, super hydrating, because it's a chemical sunscreen, zero ashiness or white cast, and work well for most skin types. These, totally great products, but I just think somebody else can enjoy them before they go out of date. At like the opposite end of the skincare routine, I've got some cleansers that I'm going to be letting go of. So first and foremost is this. This is the Q&A Grapefruit Cleansing Balm. I really like this. I think it's a fantastic cleansing balm that melts everything off the skin. And it's great if you like a little fragrance to your cleansing balm, as this has a beautiful grapefruit scent to it. It's not going to be for everyone. Like I say, if you're looking for fragrance free, this won't be for you. But it's fairly heavy duty, and it's one that I always reach for because that beautifully affordable price point that always comes with Q&A skincare. The reason I'm letting this one go is honestly, I just reach for day in, day out, the gorgeous Juno Clean 10 Cleansing Balm. That is like holy grail. And really, when it's that good, for actually in a more affordable price point than the Q&A one, I just don't reach for this enough. I'm going to give this away again to some friends and family because I think they'll be able to benefit from it. Because honestly, it's a great, great cleanser. And this is why I would say to people, when you look at your skincare and do a little bit of a declutter and a sort out, any products that are still within their expiration date and actually perform, give them away. Get some use at them because I'm all about minimizing the waste. Either gift it away or recycle it because, you know, we all have to have that waste in the forefront of our mind just to be a little bit more environmentally conscious. And also, it might save some other people a little of their hard-earned coin if we gift them some of these amazing products. I tend not to give away the duds. You know, I'll look at a product and think, will this work for other skin types? Maybe will other people benefit from it even if it didn't work for me? If the answer is no, I don't give it away. I don't give away dud products. But where a product like this is really good, I just find there's another one I prefer more. This is like a great skincare gift for somebody else to enjoy. A product that I probably will just recycle, rinse out and recycle is this. This is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I bought this to try for a review post their reformulation, and honestly, I just wasn't impressed. I even tried using this as like a body wash in the shower. You know what, it just did nothing for me. I like a sensorial, uplifted, scented body wash, which this one isn't. And on the face, I found it quite stripping and drying. It was just a firm pass for me. Honestly, I think I paid like £6 for this. So it's not even a product, and I think it was quite a few months ago. It's not a product that I'm going to gift or give away. I'll rinse it out and then recycle the bottle, which I will say, Cetaphil here in the UK, you can recycle all of their packaging, which is a huge tick in the box. This just didn't work for me, so it's one that I'm letting go, but it was a good experiment to show you guys what the product performed like after their reformulation. Unfortunately, I just wasn't super impressed. Then two other products, if you guys have been around since the start of this channel, you'll remember these. This is the Sanskrit Saponins Cleanser by Neod, and this is the Alpha H Balancing Cleanser. So this one, I constantly buy the wrong size of. I go into Cult Beauty to buy this product because honestly, it's so good. It's like magic. It blends all the excess oil in the skin, but doesn't leave you feeling stripped and dried. So in those summer months when you're like constantly combination skin and you just find that no cleanser works for you, this one genuinely will balance everything out. But just be mindful. I always end up buying this tiny like travel size when I mean to buy the bigger size one. I've used this up. I don't even know why I was keeping this bottle. So that can go, and I will repurchase the larger size because that works great for my combination skin in those summer months. I won't repurchase the Sanskrit Saponins, and I'm getting rid of this because it's definitely out of date. It's congealed a bit around that. You know, when something just doesn't look appealing, I'm not going to be reaching for this again. I used to love this as a little bougie luxury treat in the cleanser world, but I actually found I used it quite frequently. It started to strip and dry my skin. If you'd like to do a deep dive into the Neod website, they actually recommend you use this product like a couple of times a week. I clearly didn't read the instructions. I was using it daily at one point. I think it was part of my like full Neod 30-day skincare routine video. I'll leave a link to that one up there if you do want to check it out. But this just started to really strip, dry and irritate my skin, and I thought it just put me off reaching for it even in a less frequent way. So this one will be going because it's definitely past its most glamorous with all that gunge around the cap, and I won't be repurchasing it. Now I seem to be decluttering an awful lot of toners. I don't know why. I actually quite like toners. This is the year where I'd say that I've started to incorporate more toners in my skincare routine, which is why it's a bit weird that I'm getting rid of so many of them. First up is this one. This is, I can't even pronounce the name of it. This is a Japanese toner that's supposed to be super hydrating. As you can see, I was gifted this, I think, in a PR package, and I haven't even opened it. I just don't think that there's ever a time when I'm going to need this product. I've got some other ones that I just enjoy for my day-to-day skincare routine. Because it's unopened and it's still within date, I'm going to give this away to a friend that has a slightly drier skin type that I think could benefit from this. Because again, I do often give other products to friends to kind of use on their skin and give me the feedback, which I can then pass on to you. Because I'm a great believer in, you know, trying out products on the skin type that they're designed for. I don't want to give like a false review, trying a super hydrating product on my really oily, acne-prone skin, because it's not really a true reflection of how that product will perform. So quite often I'll give products to friends and family that have that skin type that matches, so I can again give the feedback to you guys. And this is definitely one of those products that I'll do that with. The same goes for this. This is the iUnique Vitamin, Hyaluronic Acid and Vitalizing Toner. I don't really get on with hyaluronic acid. I think in small quantities it works well for me. If I use too much, I start to find my skin getting drier, more irritated, and so I really don't reach for a standalone hyaluronic acid toner, which is kind of the purpose of this. I think it's got some vitamin C in as well to kind of brighten the skin, but I just reach for a higher strength vitamin C derivative. There's kind of no need for this particular product in my skincare routine. It's unopened, it's within the expiration date, so the same thing that goes to that other one. I'll give it away to a friend or family member that can try it, and then I'll feedback on you. Let me me know if you kind of want an eye unique breakdown and full brand review, because that's one that's been on the cards for some time. Quite happy to film it if there's demand for it. I'm also going to be giving this I'm going to be giving away to my mum because she loves this brand. This is Neil's Yard Remedies, a really good organic brand if you like your organic skincare, but want to just overpay for that organic label. You want a product that actually delivers. Neil Yard, so good. This is their AHA toner. This smells so good. Like, oh, it's just amazing. It's like a wild rose garden. So good. And my mum loves this brand. So I saw this in the collection. I was like, why am I clinging on to this when I have someone that I love that loves this brand so much? So this is going to be going to my mum because I just know she'll absolutely adore this. They're not the cheapest brand. I think this one is like £20. So it's definitely one of those brands that you're quite happy to gift. It looks like you've been super generous and extra. So I'll definitely be giving that one to my mum, and I know she'll absolutely love it. Finally, I'm going to be saying bye to this. This is a Glycolaxal solution by Face Theory. A firm favourite of an exfoliating toner. Such a great product. The only reason I've stopped using this is it's quite heavily focused on the glycolic acid. So in here you have an 8.5% glycolic acid, 1% salicylic acid, and you've got 0.5% lactic acid. I like a blend when it comes to my exfoliating toners, but I want one that's a little bit more equal. This is too heavily focused on glycolic acid that I just don't think gives me the optimum results. When I created my own Mad About Skin exfoliating gel, which is this product, which is soon to launch, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, I wanted it a little bit more balanced. That's got a 2% concentration of glycolic acid, 2% salicylic acid, 2% lactic acid. A little bit more evenly distributed amongst those different types of alpha and beta hydroxy acid. This one I do get slightly irritated with when I use it, but if you've got super resilient skin, this is a fantastic exfoliant that leaves you really smooth skin, like baby soft skin. Really good option. It's just one that I think, could be a little bit more finely balanced in terms of those acids. And finally, I've got a couple of tools and things that I want to go through. I seem to accumulate and collect these because I'm quite lazy. I'm the sort of person that doesn't really like to use too many tools in their skincare routine because they're a mess to clean, and I always forget to use them. These are like the body cleansing, like buffer things, which apparently is all the rage now. People love them. I'm literally just like a really good hand lather when it comes to the shower. I don't have time for these, but I do know my best friend adores them, so I'm going to give that to her. I've also got some of these like silicone patches that are supposed to be anti-aging. I got some great results when I use these. I just always forget. It gets to the evening, I've done my routine, I think, I should have put one of those patches on. Then I forget. I don't have time for that. So actually, I am going to give these away to people that actually use them. They don't have expiration dates on, but they're not that old, so I think they're all still good. So I might give them away to a friend or family member, again, just to try and see what they think. I got some great results with them, and honestly, I do think if you're the sort of person that can commit time and you're going to apply them, then these silicone sheets can deliver a little bit of extra bang for your buck in terms of your products, helps deliver them a little bit deeper into the skin, and also have some great anti-wrinkle benefits. Just for me, I forget to use them, and they're going to do me no good sat around in those packets. And finally, I got this. This is the Clear Skin Pure Light Treatment for Acne. Acne, light therapy for treatment, they go hand in hand. Such a great combination. I just, as you can see, haven't even opened this. Again, it's just not something I'm going to use, and it's a shame because it's the sort of thing I should experiment with. I've got my LED mask, which I love. It's got infrared technology that really, I do think has helped with anti-aging and with some acne scarring. So I don't really think this is going to be, I think this will be a step down in terms of intensity of that light. But I know a lot of people love these sort of tools and gadgets, so I'm definitely going to give this away to somebody that might benefit from it. But I always think, are you guys the same as me? It's quite tricky giving away an acne focused product because it's kind of saying to someone, you've got acne, you need this, that's why I'm giving you it. So I always think you've got to be a little bit careful when you gift like acne based skincare tools or products. So this is why I think I've clung on to this, because I've got to find the right person for it. I love light therapy. I just like my LED mask, and I think this might be a step down in intensity, which is why I haven't opened it. So there you have it, guys. A rundown of some of the products that I've been clearing out of my collection. There's a whole lot more. I chose the ones that I thought were interesting and had a little bit of a story behind them. There's probably like double the amount that is actually going to be redistributed, gifted away, or recycled. But for me, those are the ones that have the story that I wanted to tell. I would encourage everyone to, for the cathartic reasons, go through your skincare collection and kind of declutter. Work out what you want to keep, what works well for you, and what doesn't. Just always have that waste in the mind. Can you repurpose that product? Use it on the body, on the feet, if it's too sensitive for your face. Can we repurpose them so we don't waste anything? Ultimately, if you really don't want to use it and know you won't, give it away to someone that will, or rinse that bottle out and just make sure you recycle it. I want to get that message out there. We can all be a little bit more green with our skincare, and minimizing waste is one of the ways I always aim to do that. Anyway, enough preaching from me. I would just, wherever you are in the world, guys, lives, and however extensive your skincare collection, I want to send you the world's biggest hug and love. Stay safe. Bye!